Hey, my beautiful people. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Today is Friday, the 12th of May, 2023. I'm happy to be here. I'm glad that you're here. And this is your card of the day. Okay, so we're using Carl Gray's Keepers of the Light Oracle deck. And we also have the Chariot, the card of the week, Archangel Metratron. So let's get right to it. Father in the sky, Mother in the earth, angels, ancestors, spirits from all four corners and all realms, I welcome you to this space, and I'm happy to be your messenger. I ask that this card of the day be of value, be of service, and have meaning. Oh, that one wants to come out. There we go. Oh, El Morya. That one just slid out there. Okay. What do you want us to know? The awakening presence. Ooh, I like this. So first off, I'm looking at the image, and when I look at the image and I concentrate on this card, I'm seeing the universe, I'm seeing the constellation of stars, and I'm seeing how we're all connected right in through the heart of the matter, the emotional part, and then the third eye center. This card is telling me that this is about healing, and we've got the blue sash, protection, but then it's also an awakening presence. To know that we are in the presence of the universe and we are surrounded by love. Whatever that looks for, whatever way that looks for you. We've got the Chariot and Archangel Metratron, which is all about forward movement and the importance of staying the course, self-discipline, willpower. Now, the last part of this card is about public recognition. The awakening presence, along with this Chariot card, is somewhat revealing. And I feel like the combination of the two, if you take the awakening presence, if you take it's, to be honest with you, it feels a little bit like universal truth and trust, the two T's. If there are people, situations, stories that have revealed themselves to you, that are being revealed to you, that you are becoming aware of. And that could be your own spiritual skills. It could be this idea you have to paint, write a book, do something that is off the beaten path that you would not normally do. And you're not really sure why you're doing it. You're just doing it. Then this is the awakening presence from within. You have the blue sash of protection, and you have what is almost, to me, the Metatron's cube, the Merkaba at the center. And then if I were to project it out further, I'm seeing, if this were the internal thing, I'll pull this up so you can see it better. See that internal symbol, the universal symbol? And see how all those triangles are interconnected. It looks like the facets of a diamond. That's the facets of your heart. And if I pull this back down a bit further, if he were a projector, projecting back onto the screen of life, the screen of the universe, it is this idea, this notion that, well, I don't like the way this camera won't focus, this notion that we are all interconnected by the universe. And I feel strongly that the Chariot, the Archangel Metratron, is working the magic to keep the movement forward and keep revealing what it is that we need to know, what it is that we're looking to achieve. It sounds a little bit confusing, maybe. It sounds a little bit like far-fetched, bit too ethereal, but I feel like this is the Great Awakening. It's the Great Awakening to you're watching, you're seeing, you're hearing, and you're choosing to believe in something. You're choosing to believe in a greater power than yourself. You're choosing to reveal some of the ancestral patterns. Maybe you're choosing to follow your heart's desire of writing poetry, reading something, following a different pathway that you haven't followed before. Now, let's just give you a little bit of history about Morya. The spiritual name comes from the identity of Ranbir Singh, and that's a man born into a powerful family that was around in Kashmir, which is in a subcontinent of India, somewhere around the 19th century. He was said that he interceded both spiritually and physically, meaning that he brought the world of the spirit, he brought the world of woo-woo land into the physical, similar to what a lot of spiritual workers are doing now. But he did it back then to put a halt to the British invasion, somewhere around the mid-1800s. So it's said that he's a wise soul, and when he shows up, when he comes, he helps us remove any energy around us, within us, about us, that's really not serving our connection to the divine, to God, to the universe. Anything that's getting in the way of it. He's a wonderful guide to call on if you're unsure, or if you want something to reveal itself in reality. He also helps to awaken the I am present. You know, we are talking about when you talk the words I am, everything after that word becomes truth. I am exhausted, well, you're going to be exhausted. I am tired, well, you're going to be tired. I'm poor, well, you're going to be poor. That's the stuff that shows up that we don't want. If you say I am love, you're going to be love. If you say I am brilliant, you're going to be brilliant. Say I'm magnificent, that's what's going to show up. And the challenge is that we're awakening to this feeling on the inside to reveal the light on the outside. Light's always going to shine where there's darkness. Always, always, always. So Morya helps us awaken that I am presence, which is the truest connection to our soul path and essentially universal self. And this message today is about spiritual protection. Right now, it's truly important. Make sure you're cleansing your energy before putting on any kind of protection. We do that with Archangel Michael. Thank you for using your sword of light to cut the ties that bind me to people, places, situations, stories, drama, remove trauma, and do it constantly, regularly. You know, Morya is with a legion of angels to help us understand where we are in our life, how we can fire up that divine connection, and how we can detach from drama, people, places, emotions, all those things. Now, this to me is not unlike, very similar to Archangel Michael, what Archangel Michael is about. And what I want to share with most of you out there, we have Saint Germain, who works with the violet cloak, who works with the violet flame, who works with the spiritual burning off of the karmic stuff. Well, in archangel realms, that's Zadkiel. We got Morya, who's a spirit guide that lived in earth times, that's very connected to Archangel Michael. And we have many others that are keepers of the light, that I think when they were perhaps incarnated in the physical, were connected to the archangel realms. And the archangels influenced their place and space on the earth. Archangels and angels itself have not necessarily walked in human form. In fact, I don't believe they have. I do believe their purpose, at least in my life, and I'm assuming other people's life, it shouldn't assume, but I am. The job is to lead us to the highest possible vibration, the highest possible pathway, the highest possible purpose of all. And I know myself in the last 3 years what I've understood more about maybe the 15 major archangels through my work with Radley Valentine and Kyle Gray. But Kyle Gray also works in those ascended masters, the ones that came with earthbound spiritual teachings to do the things that they did. And the connection I'm making, which I'm passing on to you through this teaching, is those teachers, those ascended masters, needed the guidance from angels, which are messengers of God, in order to come and serve upon the earth, if that makes sense. But because of the influence, I think, of patriarchal religion, organized religion, the rules, the regulations, somewhere along the line became this separation of us to that energy. And there is no separation. There never was. There are things that we were privileged to, or told, or taught in school from children. Because we're having an earthly experience, well, we kind of trust it, we believe it, until we're told otherwise. Then we get to trust and believe something else. Anyway, I don't want to get on that soapbox, because that leads to shame, blame, all that mess. And then we have to go through forgiveness, and then we have to go through healing, and oof, that's enough of that. Listen, I think that's it. Getting off the soapbox. 11 minutes in, we're good. All right. Have a great day. Put your comments in. I love reading them. I love getting them the next day. Right after I post this is when I go through and look at all those things. Keep liking, keep subscribing. We've got about a couple of weeks almost to get to 300. I want to get there. I truly do. But you know what? I need you to help me. I love you. Till tomorrow.